What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me this evening. I truly appreciate it. Got some good news to bring you guys tonight and kind of an update on the video I made yesterday about the BLM and Antifa thugs that went to do nothing but cause trouble, create chaos, wreak havoc, do violence to Trump protesters at the Million MAGA March. There was no other reason for them to be there. It wasn't a Start off here slow. I'm getting heated. Getting heated. Slow down, Mike. Slow down. Okay. Multiple people arrested, police officers injured as pro-Trump supporters and counter-protesters clash. Okay. The good news isn't the police officers getting injured. That's not good news. That's never good. The good news is the multiple people arrested. So a lot of these BLM thugs that showed up here to do nothing but cause problems. Like I said, they were there for one. It says supporters and counter protesters class. They weren't counter protesters. Go back and watch my video I made yesterday about this, and you will see there is no counter protesting. They showed up there for the sole purpose to cause destruction, to cause mayhem, to cause injuries, to do violence. That was it. That was it. That was the sole purpose of them being there. There was no counter protesters. The only peaceful thing that was happening was the Million MAGA March. I don't care if you're a Trump supporter, if you're a Biden supporter, liberal. Listen, I say this in all my videos. I am not a conservative. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I am just a guy who looks at things with a common sense point of view. I mean, Christ, I've said it before. I was homeless for most of my life, high on drugs. I didn't know left from right or up from down, and got my life together, 6, 7 years ago. Started becoming a productive member of society, started seeing things clearly, and started thinking for myself. Started noticing a lot of inconsistencies and things I was hearing on mainstream media, social media, things that people were telling me. Started to, do a little digging, doing my own research, my own independent thinking, and started coming up with my own answers. So, my point I was getting to, I don't care what side you're on. You cannot look at that protest, the Million MAGA March. You can't sit back and look at that and say, "Oh, that's a violent protest. That's a riot. That's civil unrest." You can't. It's just the fact is, it was a peaceful protest with a lot of good energy, a lot of happy people. They were there. They had a cause to. They wanted their voices to be heard, and that's what was going on. Don't care what side. So now let's get to the good news. Before I do, just getting started here on YouTube. As you can see, I've got 20 subscribers. I know it's not a lot, but we all got to start somewhere. I'm grateful, super grateful that I have 20 subscribers. Going from 0 to 20 is a big deal to me. So if you like what I have to say, if you like coming at things with a common sense perspective, shooting from the hip, calling a spade, we're not beating around the bush here. We don't need little safe spaces to hurt our feelings. If our feelings get hurt, we're not going, oh no. No, we're going to be adults. We're going to call it how we see it, regardless of who's doing what. If somebody on this side's doing something bad, we're going to call it out. Someone on this side, we're going to call it out. Like I said, common sense, truth, and facts. That's what we're about here. So hit the subscribe button, join me, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. I would love to hear your guys' opinion. Now, the arrests. Excuse me. This is good. This is good. So apparently, on a couple of my the clips I put on my video last night, there was one clip where this older guy was kind of trying to push back in. Well, BLM and Antifa, they're all kind of one, if you ask me. But he was kind of pushing them all back, and this guy came up behind him and boom, sucker shotted him from behind, knocked the guy out, and then they started stomping him. Ridiculous, but that's what they do. The attacking group, the swarming groups, and they find the sole single people and people that are strayed from the vines. That's a coward thing that they do. But anyway, that guy got arrested. I don't know his name. Apparently, they arrested him. Saw the video, arrested him. He was also not just arrested for that, but he got arrested on a gun charge, from what I'm hearing. You may want to look that up. So that's super good news. Now, another thing, and that kind of reminds me of that whole incident in Portland, Oregon, a few months back. I don't know if you guys remember, but when the guy was sitting on the ground and that kid came up, BLM kid came up behind him and just kicked him full on punted him in the head and knocked the guy out cold. That guy's name was Marquise Love. He got arrested. Apparently, he's looking at 20 months in prison. I don't think that's a stiff enough sentence. I think he should be doing 10 years in prison for attempted murder, kicking the guy like that. But we'll take 20 months, lock him up. Good. Get him off the streets. We don't need roaches like him running the streets, kicking people that are down. All right. So that's good they're making these arrests. I noticed one of these girls that got arrested was in one of my video clips yesterday. I just happened to know. I was looking, and let's see if I move this over. So I was looking at this picture. I took a screenshot of this from a video. I was looking at this picture. I said, geez, that green jacket and the pink hoodie coming out, and then our little BLM friend with the funky orange thing on her head. I said, that looks familiar. Let me go back. So the video I made yesterday, boom, had these two in it. Let me see if we can get that pulled up. You'll see these two in that video, just causing hate and discontent, assaulting people, and boom, they got pinched. Love it. Love it. Listen, I don't know what the charges are going to be. I don't know if they'll stick. I don't know if they'll let them out on bail. It seems like all they've been doing is just circling these people in and out, but I hope these end up like Marquise Love and get some serious time so they can sit in jail where they belong. I mean, people like this don't belong wandering the streets, violent. And it seems like BLM, it's a big cause for BLMs to keep black people out of prison, and well, stuff they're doing is just going to end up more imprisoning more black people. Although the majority of the BLM movement seems to be a bunch of white, spoiled liberal, knuckleheads just running around. But either way, it doesn't matter what your color is. If you're running around on the streets committing violence like these two girls are, you're going to end up in jail one way or another. We just got to hope that the jail sentence is good and solid for them. Let's see if I can pull that up for you guys. Alright, so BLM and Antifa show up. Pink hoodie, green jacket. These guys are trying to lead the march. These Trump supporters are just getting attacking us. I'm not going to play this whole video because at the end it's pretty violent. There they are in hot pursuit, getting ready to make their move. See these BLM and Antifa. This guy hits him, pushes him. Yeah. Get the fuck out. Boom! There you have it, guys. Caught these two girls on video. And I mean, obviously, what we saw on video, she ran up behind them, pushed them. They were hitting, they were chasing them out. I'm pretty sure they got arrested for some kind of assault. Maybe it was simple assault. I mean, I don't think these two knuckleheads are looking at serious time. I don't honestly know. Maybe they did something off camera, but I just thought that was so funny that the clip that I played on my video yesterday, and there they are. Oh, woohoo! We're going to jail. Yeah, you're going to jail. You're going to jail right where you belong. Sweet, sweet justice right there. Just like the guy that sucker punched the man at the end of that video trying to grab the bullhorn that you saw. Sucker punched him, and then they kicked him while he was down. That guy got arrested, and that's going to be a serious charge, I think, and the gun charge added on top of it. So it's sweet justice when you see law enforcement actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. Listen, I back the blue. I support police. I'm very disappointed about what's been going on with police. Not, you get the case in Kenosha, and I'm not going to go off on too far of a tangent here, but you get the case in Kenosha with Kyle Rittenhouse. He did what he did because there was no police protecting any of these buildings. There was no police protecting any of the business owners. I mean, I'm not justifying anything. I'm not saying he's innocent, guilty. I got my own opinions on that, but it's not what this video is about. So police have to start doing their jobs. So these police did their jobs. And I know it's hard, guys. I know it's hard. I'm not ragging on police at all. I know it's a crazy environment out there. You guys are walking on real thin ice with everybody watching your every move and calling you all these names. And, if you make the wrong move and do something, you get charged with some crazy charge. I know. I get it. It's doing the best you can, guys. But when I see things like this, I love it. It makes me happy. So last night's video was kind of gloom and doom. I was angry. I was upset because of, the violence that was happening and innocent people getting assaulted for no reason. So tonight's video, we're going to be on a little more positive note. And honestly, people getting arrested shouldn't make me happy. But when it's sweet, sweet justice and karma blowing right back at them, it puts a little smile on my face, ladies. So thank you for doing that. Hope you have a good time in jail, and maybe you will learn that this whole BLM thing is a bunch of nonsense, and going around assaulting people isn't going to get you anywhere in life. All right, everybody, that's my rant for this evening. Like I said, thanks for all coming back. I appreciate every one of you. Hit the subscribe button. Join me on this journey. We have a lot to talk about. The world is gone crazy, and I'm going to do my best to bring it to you guys. Like I said, with common sense, truth, facts, shooting straight from the hip. No BS here. All right, guys. Take care of yourself. Take care of your neighbors. Tell the people close to you you love them. Just be a good person. Help other people out, and you're going to have a pretty good life. Guaranteed. Peace.